128.5 pounds, with a record of 13 wins, no defeats, from Kitchener, Ontario, Lennox.
Well, Spider, this is the fight we've all been waiting for. Lennox Lewis, 12-0 as a professional, going up against Mike Acey, and he towers over Acey, and I would predict that it's going to stop.
Oh, look at this Acey looking at him. Look at him, got that mean stare on him. Wow. And Lennox refuses to look back at him.
Almost ready for round number one. Lennox Lewis.
Maybe Acey wants to bring him to justice. He's a prison guard. You'd know about that, wouldn't you, Scott?
I think he's going to have a... Oh, thanks very much. My wife's going to love you for this, by the way. Round number one. And Lennox coming out with a couple flashy jabs. And it's Acey that's coming right to him, but...
Well, he promised he would earlier. He said he's going to try to take it to him. You know, a lot of guys think these guys come here to take a spill. Acey would love nothing better than to knock out Lennox Lewis. Well, what would that do for his career?
Sure, first 30 seconds, Acey took a nice uppercut and also a couple slapping lefts in the right there, so... Lewis, 6'5", a big boy. Oh, lovely.
Beautiful. Double left hook to the body, to the head.
And Acey just holding on right now, or covering up rather, and Lennox trying to put on the pressure. The thing is, he has to learn something. If he knocks this guy out early, he has to learn something, or it means nothing. A first, second, third round knockout means nothing unless you learn something in the bout. There's a wild miss there.
Well, you know something, Scotty? His last fight, he fought Acey, and he went the full distance, and Acey, he learned a lot from that fight. And I was talking to his trainer earlier, Mahoney, and he said that he just wants to give Lennox, you know, a little more time, and then his next fight's going to be a very tough one, so he's going to fight for the European Championship next. So they thought, well, we'll give him an easy one this time.
As you said, Acey, an excellent cruiserweight heavyweight who fought Larry Holmes back in the early 70s and gave him a tough go for the first 7 or 8 rounds. And
well, look when he fought Mercer.
Exactly.
Acey gave Mercer fits, and Mercer's the big golden boy now. You know, matter of fact, Scotty, I want to tell you, I got some ratings here. They've got KO Magazine has Riddick Bowe ranked number 10, Mercer ranked number 12. Oh boy!
That was.
Did he hit him?
A straight right hand that started it off, and then a left hook, and Acey's down in the first round. And this is not what the people in Lennox Lewis's corner necessarily want, but
Lennox is looking very impressive for that jab tonight, though.
He sure is.
And he loves to go to the body. You know, for a big guy, you think he just jab his way in and fire them bombs. But he works to the body. He drops them in very well.
There's that jab we're talking about. Wild right missed, and a wild left by Lennox Lewis. Set up with the jab, Lennox, and you'll have this fight over very soon. And just as I say that, he throws a straight right hand.
Yeah, he faded with the left. He brought it halfway out and then bing.
It's a very sneaky punch. And there's a very jolting left jab by Lennox Lewis. He's very relaxed in there, isn't he, Spider?
Yes, he is.
Boy, a big left hook, and that hurt Acey, and Acey went down by a right to the body. Acey, of course, if you look at him on the ground, he's not necessarily the strongest around his midsection, and Harry Davis giving him the mandatory 8, and he's up and he's ready to go. That's the second knockdown. And that's the end of the first.
That right hand Lennox hit him with the body. He just squealed. That hurt Acey. It really hurt him.
Let's look in the corner of Mike Acey right now. And referee Harry Davis is taking a very close look at the eyes of Mike Acey.
As I was saying earlier, Scott.
Let's have a replay just before you start. It's a right uppercut that missed. There's the body punch.
Oh, that hurt him. Now watch Acey. He's hurt.
It's a powerful shot, and again, in Acey's corner, concern. His cornermen are looking in his eyes.
I'll tell you, the crowd doesn't like this. You hear them. There's a lot of profanities and displeasure going on here. They just don't like what they see. They came to see a fight, and they're not going to get what they want here tonight. This guy is definitely not in Lennox's class. There's no doubt about it. He doesn't belong in there with him. As I was saying, Lennox is ranked now number 30 by the WBC.
Now, a lot has to do with the fact that he's over in England, not getting the North American exposure that Riddick Bowe, who he beat in the Olympics, has. And Riddick Bowe is 18-0. and has a few more fights under his belt, but obviously Lennox Lewis is one polished professional out there. It's just a matter of when he steps up to the caliber of opponent that people want to see. The James Quick Tillises, the David Bays of this world.
And they'll be next. They'll be coming very... As a matter of fact, his manager, Mr. Maloney, told me he says that will happen.
Oh, that could be a disqualification on Lewis's part. He hit Acey when he was down, hit him 3 times, and that could be either a point taken away or a disqualification. Mike Acey went down by a jab. He went down by a jab, and then Lewis proceeded to punch him 3 times when he was down. That's not like Lennox Lewis.
I've noticed that in a couple of his fights, he just gets carried away. I think it's the booing of the crowd, and it's bothering him.
And there's the punch there on the replay, and people are throwing beer cans in the ring, and that's not like Canadian boxing fans. There's another jab. His jab is like a sledgehammer in there. It's like a George Foreman, only that much quicker. He really damages his opponent with that jab.
But what they want to see Lennox do is fight against all the top opposition. You got to give the kid time to develop.
This fight is over. It was a right to the body and then another left to the solar plexus. And I can't believe that Mike Acey is getting up, and he is, but Harry Davis says that is enough. And well, it should be. Crowds booing. Impressive showing by Lennox Lewis. I believe he should get a little more mature in there. He's punching.
Well, I think to be honest with you, I can understand him though, Scotty. From a spectator's point of view, they could have picked a much more suitable opponent than this guy.
Absolutely.
This guy's known to go, and I can see the displeasure of this crowd. These people have paid good money to come here tonight, and nothing against Lennox Lewis because I think he's a tremendous prospect. But they can do better than this, and I think Lennox feels that way too.
Well, I believe that many people in the boxing world, when they saw that he beat Ozzy Ocasio, a very tough opponent, as we said, you would think that he would go up in class.
By knockout, 134, the second round, Lennox Lewis.
And there's Lewis with his hand raised by Harry Davis. Harry Davis had no choice but to stop the fight.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure a few people that are watching are a bit disappointed in the stoppage. But like you said, I mean, Mike Acey was just not there. He took a few body punches, and basically that was it.
There are many other suitable opponents on their way down that they could stick. Lennox Lewis has learned nothing from this fight tonight. And you know, and it's not good. He's a homeboy. These are his people. They want to see more out of Lennox.
July 17th, the show is sold out.
But he did look impressive. I still liked his left jab. Got a good sneaky right hand to the body.
Right here on our
He's
stage.
got a tremendous amount of potential.
Per person, tickets available here tonight, or you can get them through Ticketmaster by calling 872-1111.
We'll be right back after this with a word and a wrap-up after this. Very long, a second round KO for Lennox Lewis. And you know, we talked about this before the fight, Spider. He's in a no-win situation.
Absolutely. He devastated Acey, as you say, in the second round. But I'm still impressed. Lennox looked good. The left jab was great. Good speed. He works well to the body. I still think he's improving. And also, I still say that it's only his 13th fight. Give this kid time. He's going to develop into a world-class fighter. He was the best amateur in the world. There's no way that he cannot develop into the best professional in the world in the heavyweight division.
Absolutely, and we were able to talk to Lennox Lewis after the fight at the post-fight press conference. You came into this fight knowing that you're in a no-win situation. If you knock the guy out early, people say the guy isn't very good, or if you stay 6 and 7 rounds with him, well, you should have had him out early. But what happened here?
Basically, I just really wanted to go out there and do what my coach told me, do what I was learning in the gym, and just go out there and just box my own fight and let what happens happen.
Now you stood behind your jab in the first round and you hit him several times to the body. He went down. Did you believe at that point that the body shots were going to do it for you in this fight?
Most definitely. My coach said you go to the body and the head will fall. And that's the game plan I stayed with after I seen how effective it was to the body.
Now, when we first saw the ring in there, it looked like the size of about a matchbox. Is that the smallest ring that you've fought in?
I would say that is the smallest ring I've ever been in. It was really small.
So Joe Louis once said you can run, but you can't hide, and I guess this is indicative of this fight.
Very true. It's very true.
Now, you're going to be fighting in the next 3 months against the European, for the European title. How do you see that going?
I see, definitely have to go in there with a positive attitude. I look as I'm going to win.
Best of luck to you. And is there a Canadian title on the line? Like, I know you won it, and I know that the champion Ken Lacusta is asking for a lot of money. But do you think that's a reality?
I think it's a reality, something that I would want, but I don't think Ken Lacusta is thinking in reality. He's living in somewhere in space.
Okay, if you're going to give a message to Ken Lacusta now for the Canadian title, what would you say to him? Look right in the camera and say it. Ow, that hurts. Okay, that about wraps it up here with Lennox Lewis, the winner by KO in the second round. Congratulations, Lennox, and best of luck in the future.
Thank you. Thank you very much.